Hello and welcome to an episode of YG Collaborations podcast. We are live in Houston, Texas, and look, we're all together.
Yay!
We are not on different screens. I'm Giovanna, one of the hosts. I'm here with my co-host,
Yvette Valdenegro.
And we're talking to Julie Ciardi. We just had our amazing launch yesterday for Ignite Her Society in Houston, Texas on 2/22/22, and we really are still on cloud nine.
Cloud nine.
Cannot believe all the amazing women that we met, friends, family, new faces, the connections that we made, the community that we're about to start here in Houston. And for everyone who missed it, don't worry. We have some exciting news to talk about. And we really just wanted to recap last night, how we felt and what do you think?
And how it went.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, well, first I have to say, these two amazing, incredible at putting together and just the most beautiful event. So it was incredible. We're debriefing today, and I'm really excited about. It was incredible because here's what happened. So, we had all these amazing women that joined us in person, which again, we're coming out of this insane time where different states, different countries have different situations with being in person or not in person. And for us to get together in person with so many women, like dozens and dozens of women last night, and just that energy, this is great. And we love that we can do this with you. And I really believe that we are going to continue to live in a very hybrid world of virtual and physical. And to be with all those women last night was incredible. And here's the biggest thing I took away from last night. Women need what we are doing more than ever in the history of women being on this planet. That's what I felt last night.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like, which is normal. You go to a networking event, even if you get invited to someone's house for a party, you kind of go, who's going to be there? What am I doing? I kind of felt like that was the vibe in the very beginning. Oh, this is fun. And look at the cute, what are we doing? Yeah. At the end, that was not the vibe. It was wow. Oh my gosh, thank you for inviting me. This was so much deeper and more than I thought, or even whatever their expectation was.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Well, that's the funny thing, and I want to hear what you have to say too. I think that we're so used to going to maybe a more typical kind of networking event where, everyone's meeting each other, and it's not that it's not deep, but it tends to be more at that, so nice to see you, nice to meet you. Everyone's drinking wine, talking about maybe their business or this. But to go to an event like that, it starts like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we brought out the big guns of really asking very important life questions, important topics that I don't think anyone talks about. Yeah. We don't talk about it with our friends. We don't talk about it, in even networking events. So I think that really shocked people in a really great way. Everyone's laughing. It was very loud, right? We're all having fun. And then all of a sudden we were going to speak. And you could hear a pin drop because people were like, what is she saying? Oh my God. I could see people's minds.
And their face changed.
And the faces.
Yeah, it was
there were tears, lots of head nodding. Yes. Some people were just wow, I just haven't taken time to really ask myself, what do I want? And what do I want from life? And it was so incredible to actually be able to physically be in the room with women having that kind of dialogue.
I think for me, it was that we created a space for all women in any season in their life. And I think that to me, it's kind of, again, we go to networking events, it's for business, or we'll go to, health and wine or health and wellness, or, maybe it's a mommy group, but we're never together as women in our different seasons and seeing kind of again, the women from all the groups, the, friends of ours, new faces that, they saw us on Facebook. You had a client that came in, from 5 hours from Houston. So I think there was a time where you were speaking and I just looked over and I was there's never been a space for that. There's never been a platform for that. And then the questions people were asking after, that's where I was okay, we obviously need this to happen, but they just didn't even know that this was a possibility.
And that's the thing. And I love what you just said, because we had, everyone, I started to talk to so many of the women after, we talked. And from stay-at-home moms to women in corporate to women that had established businesses, to women that were starting a business, to women in network marketing. I mean, you name it. I mean, we really had women from all walks of life, all stages of life, all ages.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And at that part, like just looking at the kind of that microcosm, like, wow, like, and everyone walked away with a new perspective, I think, on their life and their goals and what they want.
Yeah, I think women walked away just figuring like that I do need something for me. I do
Yeah.
need to start dreaming for myself, because again, when we would try to explain it,
Right.
it's a feeling, it's an experience. It is this way. It was an experience, but it's also like it's okay to give something back to yourself.
Yeah.
It's not about everybody else. We do so much for everyone else. Like you said, we do more when we pack up our, to go on vacation.
Yeah.
We spend all of that time to do that, but we never give ourselves that time. So if you miss the event,
Yes. So what we're going to be doing, and we're going to actually stream it. We're going to do a webinar. We're going to do an encore presentation of what we talked about last night. So every single one of you that's watching will be able to actually hear what I shared. We're going to do a webinar. It's going to be next week. We'll give you guys all the deets. But I'm going to stream it both into our Facebook group. We can stream it anywhere, and we'll have the link to share as well. We'll email it out, all the things. So don't worry, we'll get that to you. I'll probably snatch the audio and put it on the podcast. If you guys want to do the same, you can as well. We'll get it out there, because I want everyone to hear what we talked about last night.
Yeah.
It's material that I've never shared in that way before. I really took into account the fact that I wasn't going to into a room of all women just wanting to grow a business or start a business. And that has historically been a lot of at least my audience. I think a lot of your audience too. And knowing that we're really expanding to, it doesn't matter. It's if you are a female who has a goal and a dream, or wants to start having some goals and dreams again and not living the life of should, this is for you. So when I was putting the talk together, I was taking into account all those kinds of women, like women that maybe are stay-at-home moms, women that are empty nesters, women that are in corporate, women that want to grow in corporate, women that want to start maybe a new chapter of their life and all the things, women that are maybe going through divorce. And now that's a huge shift and change, right? And we've all been through it. So I just really sat and really thought about all the different kinds of women. So the way that talk came together was really taking that into account. So we want to make sure that all of you get that. And so we will be recording that next week. We'll send out all the information on that. Really make a commitment to watch it. Because I think what happened is that, again, it was kind of like, it was just so funny to watch. It's like everyone's like smiling and drinking and talking and all of this stuff. And then we started talking and I started presenting that material, and it was like, whoa. Like, wait a minute. Okay, we're going here. Like, okay, we're going
for
here.
a reason.
Yeah, and
Oh,
it
for sure.
was just beautiful. Like, we had one woman come up to us and was like, I just got invited at the last minute by a friend. She said, and this just changed my life. Like, that's the purpose. Like, that's what we're trying to do. So we're going to make sure you guys all get to hear what we actually talked about. And again, this is back to our hybrid, right? So we had an in-person event that was incredible, but we're also going to create that experience virtually for all of you as well. And I think that that's the whole point of what we're doing in the Ignite Her Society, is meeting people where they are. And knowing that we can't, we left last night. I couldn't sleep. I was at the hotel and that was so amazing. And my brain was going, but guess what? We can't stay tethered to that feeling of an in-person event every day. But you can if you have the app, right? Have the app, because that's what we're doing. So basically, stuff I was sharing last night, I'm sharing every day inside of the app virtually, right? Because this is what happens, right? We go to an event like last night. I've been to many different kinds of in-person events. So have you guys. We get inspired, right? You get inspired. You feel like, yes, I'm going to go after that thing or whatever. And then the life happens. You wake back up in your home with the laundry, with the kids, with the husband, with the job, with this, with that. And we actually almost completely then get amnesia.
Yeah.
Totally amnesia of how we felt and that motivation, inspiration. And that's why what we've created with Ignite Her Society is a way for you to stay tapped into that emotion, that feeling, that inspiration, that motivation, that connection all the time. It's why one of the things that was important to me in creating Ignite Her Society was something that was daily. When you think about going to the gym, right? Not everyone does, but a lot of people work out, and or at least they know that that's maybe something that they should do, or maybe move their body, right? We're very used to that.
Yeah.
But the idea of maybe taking 15 minutes a day to read and hear something that could literally keep you motivated and on point to the goal that you're going towards with your mind. It's like a mental gym. I like to think of it. That's what we created. So we've got this thing inside of Ignite Her Society that's the daily message. You get it right on your phone, like where you literally can listen to an audio from me, a little short one every single day with a quote that we really want you to understand, and do a little journaling, 15 minutes a day. You will stay on track, on point to this progression towards the goal, the dream, the things that you desire. And that's just scratching the surface of what's in there. But just to give an example of why it's important, right? Like you leave an event like last night all fired up, but you want to stay tethered to it so that you actually can continue to stay on that course.
Yeah. Repetition.
And we have another podcast that you can listen to about the society and how that all works. And also the link is there. So if you want to join us now, please do. We're here for you, but we're also here to answer questions. And I know we have a couple of comments. I'm gonna go and check them out so we can.
While she's doing that too, just FYI, if you go to ignitehersociety.com on the webpage, I have a video on there for you. I've got the video, all the things. So go check it out and you can see, because it's hard to like, it's so cool.
Oh,
it's
I
amazing.
love all these
What do we
comments. So we got Erin. She says she can't wait to watch. We have someone, again, if you're watching us on StreamYard, always click the link so StreamYard can let us know who you are. But not living a life of should, amazing nugget. So this is someone from last night and loving the idea of the daily journal. So you guys, it has been such an honor to really have this available for
there's nothing like it.
Like our network, the women in Houston that came. But we're excited for other things that are to come.
Yes.
And so we are still here in Houston. Obviously, Julie's here with us. So more news coming soon on what we're doing later on this year. But we want you really to join us on the society. If there's questions that you have, you can DM us. You can send us anything in the replay, because we're definitely here to answer your questions.
Yeah, and literally, like I said, the ignitehersociety.com page has everything. Like all listed out. There's a video from me. Go check it out. And here's the thing. This is my big like, you have nothing to lose for joining us for a month. There's no commitment. Like it's like $57.
Yep.
Okay. I think so cute. One of the women last night did the math and she's like, it's like $1.30 a day.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love that. So for less than like a cup of, like a third of a price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks, your life could be going in a totally different direction. Your business, money, relationship, right? So we had a slide up last night of like, if you just want to be happier, you want to yell less at your kids, you want to start to see the next few decades of your life in a very different way because you're setting some goals and all the things, like join us on the app for 30 days. Download we have a getting started guide, and we actually recommend how you get started in there. And literally between the daily message and journaling, our responsibility article in there that we give you a challenge to read it for 30 days. In 30 days, you won't look at your life the same. I can guarantee that. And it's a pretty powerful experience.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And we just want to say thank you for creating this network, creating this platform. I mean, we know it's going to be such an amazing change in the women that we meet, in the lives of the women that we meet. But thank you for giving this opportunity to us to be the first ones to launch, and for being in Houston, because that means so much to us. So.
Yeah, and it was wonderful being able, because honestly, it's like people see like, what the heck is going on with you guys? But for them to see everything live and real, and it's not just us, it came from you. And then being in a room with other women that are like-minded is so powerful. So it just brought the two worlds together. That's
such a beautiful way.
It's priceless.
And
I love it.
This is real, ladies. Like we have all been in the season where you have been. Like the reason
we still are.
Yeah, we're learning, we're growing. but we are living our best life. We really are. We're like, oh my God, I'm living my best life. We are creating this amazing life, and we want other women to do that. Like, we are here. The power of sharing is because we want you to have that life, because there's so much more that you're meant for. So join us in the society. If you have any questions, reach out to us. It was so good seeing everyone live. Thank you to Team Ignite also for coming in, for the women in Ignite who came in, because we couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah.
And again, just make sure you're following us, because there's a lot of great
going
things
on,
here.
a lot to announce.
2022 is the year of becoming you. We're not even kidding about
100%.
that. So keep following us, because you're going to see more of Julie, more of YG collabs, and more things coming this year. So bye.
Bye.